Get those crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, but don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford mediocrity. If we do nothing, our hope floats away. Get up off of that thing.
I just want those words to sink in, baby.
And vote.
How y'all doing, baby? It's Tuesday, baby. It's Tuesday, and it's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I'm so glad y'all are here. I'm so glad y'all are here. Another fucking rough day, ain't it, baby? I want to apologize. We started, and then we had a technical problem, and we immediately had to shut down and restart. We've lost power about 4 or 5 times around here, and it just keeps blinking. Anyway, Michael James was the first one to jump in this time. Gary Spring, thank you. The Remixtress, Adina and Michael. Dorothy Tyndall, thank you. My brother Greg Talbert, out in California, brother. Crossed my mind ever so often. Anyway, you just shuffle through. Colleen Collins is here. Thank you very much. Bruce Preston, Lorraine Barrett, Brian Champagne, thank you for being here. Jeff Curry, Tamara Harrington. See, there's names, baby. There should be another name next to her. Bernadette Pree, baby. Thank you for being here, as always. Dorothy Tyndall. Kelly K. Duncan is here. Aaron Trombley. Grandmeyer D. is with us. Dennis Utenreiner. Indeed, brother. Indeed. Timothy's here. Robin Lyons, thank you very much. Art Dessa's here with us. I had a show all set. We all had a freaking show set. Going to talk about politics. Going to talk about the elections going on. And here we are again, baby. Again. And again. Doesn't matter how many fucking times you say again. Uvalde, Texas. 15 dead. 14 children. Grades, what was it? 2, 3, 4? 2nd through 4th grade. Another Sandy Hook. Kay Allen, baby. Thank you for being here. Cleo, thank you. Martha Olivera. You're right, Kay. There's so many freaking emotions running through you. And because we've been here today, what was Senator Chris Murphy out of Connecticut stood on the Senate floor today? What are we doing? What are we doing here? So get ready for the parade of emotional, just desperate speeches on the Senate floor, on the House floor. They'll have politicians calling out the ass to make heartwarming statements about the dead. I keep thinking that poem that Robin Kincaid read that day I was on her show. America is a gun. We're a freaking gun. We're not the land of liberty. Are you shitting me? We're the land of get a gun. This guy's 18 years old. The guy up in Buffalo, 18 years old. Buy a gun, man. Get out of high school, graduate. Buy a gun. Get a gun. Hell, you can get a gun anywhere in this United States, baby. It's the American thing to do. It is America. That's what America is. It's a fucking gun. We need to do something about that, John. Shit. Yeah, we should do something about that. We should react like a civilized country. You know, like New Zealand did when they had a mass shooting. They immediately had this massive gun buyback. And it worked. And then they passed gun legislation. You see any of that going on here? Fuck no. No, you don't, baby. Because the gun money, baby, is big time bucks. It's big bucks. Half of it probably comes from Russia. Shit. They're right there. I do too, Mitch. Yeah, I wanted to come on and talk about lighten the load a little bit, get a little laugh out of Donnie's going to get his ass kicked in Georgia tonight when Brian Kemp wins. It seems more Democrats are interested in that race just to see his ass get knocked. All of it seems like superfluous bullshit. What does it matter? It matters everything. I keep trying to remind myself that we have the country we choose. We have the society we tolerate. Buy a gun? Shit, yeah. Can't get one there? Go over to the gun show, baby. Over there across state lines or something. They'll say you ain't. Can't get one there? Go on the fucking corner. You'll get one. It's America, baby. It's what we've taught these young coming out of school. You need a gun, baby. Better get you a gun. They have guns in other countries. European countries. They got guns. You see this shit happening every fucking day over there? No. Because they're not consumed with the idea. That's all the right pushes is their right to own guns. And some other amendments in there. Oh, yeah, the first one. The first and the second. That's it. That's it. Those are the only two real amendments in our Constitution. What do we do? Jesus. Deb Corbin says flak jackets for all the students. There you go. Let's make it an even. Let's issue the kids pistols when they come into the classroom. That way when the bad guy comes in the door, they can all shoot back at him. We might as well. Tell me the reasoning against that argument. Oh, John, there being too many. We already got too many guns. It's an asinine idea. But then I think we live in an asinine world, don't we? Yes, Karen. Karen Cormier, we have more guns in this country than we do people. Yes, we do. And they're cranking new ones out every day, baby. And now the weapon of choice, I don't know if it was used here, but it's an AR-15, an AK-47. Hell, if they could have an M16, they would. And most of them modify it till they do. A little bump stock here, a little extended magazine there, you know. Make sure you get the right bullets, 'cause you ain't fucking hunting deer. It just seems so easy to kill people nowadays, it seems. That it carries no weight. It's a heavy weight. Anyway, I had a show. I had a show in my mind. I was gonna talk politics and all that shit. What the fuck for? I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll never turn down an opportunity to talk shit, John.
Mitch, I am so glad to hear your voice, brother.
Hey, man.
How are you doing, by the way? How's Julie?
Everybody's okay.
Good.
We all went through COVID. All of our friends. It looks like we all got popped this within the last 60 days or so. But I'm back on my feet. I was actually went to work out today, so
You'll get over that.
Feeling
Don't
okay.
worry. Don't worry.
Feeling okay.
You'll get over that.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure 30 or 40 years from now.
Yeah,
I'll
good.
forget all about
I
it.
need to do more of it myself, brother. As a matter of fact, I really did. I got out my old walking stick, which I had when Yeah, I have a walking stick, and it's got tags. You know what tags are?
Tags?
Yeah.
I mean those little things you get on your skin?
Nope. For a hiker, that's the tags when you walk a trail. You can get you get a tag. The Grand Canyon, Mount Rushmore. I got Appalachian Trail. Shit, I got lots of state parks, Dinosaur Valley. I got Bull Shoals.
You know something, John? You want to know
You
some
tack them on your
trivia?
little stick there, so when people walk down the trail, they go, "Hey, you've been all them places?" Fuck yeah.
Hello, everybody out there. I want you to know something that is a fact that people don't like to admit, but happens to be absolutely true.
What?
I'll ask you, John. I'll put you on the spot.
Oh shit.
How many mass shootings have there been in Australia since 1996?
I googled this. None.
Well, one.
One?
There was
sorry.
none. There was one last year, and there was none for 25 years.
Why is that, Mitch?
Because they decided to be adults
Oh,
and
I've heard
little
of this theory.
whingy pussies that need to shoot M16s to feel like a man. And they said, you know, people's lives are more important than your fucking guns.
You would think, Mitch.
You would think at least
You would think.
that children's lives. And you know what their answer is, John? Their answer is, oh, well, just send kids to school in body armor.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
you know,
get some flak jackets.
Surround
Yeah.
all schools with a Trump wall.
More police too. Get more police in there.
Oh yeah, oh
Need
sure,
more
more
guns in
armed
there.
officers in the school.
And more than one, and they've got to have body armor and the M16 and all that stuff. You know.
Let me tell you something, John.
Night
There's
vision goggles.
half a billion guns. Half a billion guns
That's sad, Mitch.
in this country.
That is
That's
fucking
enough
sad.
for 1.4 guns for every man, woman, and child in this country of every age. It is a psychotic, sick
It's a sickness.
fetish. It's a fetish. It's a sick
You know,
fetish.
Ever since
And
Robin Kincaid read that poem, you know, Italy is the Eiffel. I mean, Italy is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. France is the Eiffel Tower. You know, England is Big Ben. America's a gun. That's who we are. And I
It's
don't.
awful.
How do we get out of this shit? That's how come I keep
Well,
thinking
you see,
about this gun buyback
here's
shit.
the
That's what other
problem.
countries did.
Here's the problem, John. Everybody says, "Oh, it's the guns." It's not the gun.
No,
And this, and I have to agree, and I'll tell you why.
no, it's
Because-
not the gun.
I'll tell you why. Because if there's something inside, if something that has directed your mind to go into a school and shoot at second, third, and fourth graders, okay, your diseased mind is going to find some other way to abuse people. If you want to kill that bad, you will.
You would find a way, but maybe not so quickly. Maybe.
I agree with you, but still, all in all, there's other places in the world. They got plenty of guns in Canada.
Yeah.
They don't have mass shootings in Canada. Very rarely they do.
No, I looked into this once, Mitch. They're one of the highest rates of gun ownership in Europe is Switzerland.
Yeah, you know how many gun deaths they had last year?
None. I would guess. I don't know. I'm guessing hardly none.
They've had two or three accidental shootings in the last so and so years. Don't quote.
When I checked it, they are one of the most heavily armed people in Europe. Yet you hardly ever see a gun. You hardly ever hear of a shooting.
But let me tell you, they don't have assault weapons.
No, I don't think they do.
Shotguns and pistols.
Yeah, it's and rifles. In Japan, you can own a gun, but my God, you wouldn't believe the hoops you have to jump through, including a blueprint of your house, where your gun safe is, and all sorts of stuff. They're serious. They don't have a gun problem over in Japan.
We are going to get to a point where they're just going to have a special section on the web page of CNN for the mass shootings of the day. We are actually on our way to that.
Where is it? I just saw it a little while ago. There have been 30 school shootings this year. This year, we're not even halfway through the fucking year. 30 school shootings this year.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
But it's not enough, Mitch.
And I'm not going to say, I'm sure we're going to hear the usual hue and cry, and Nancy Pelosi's going to get up there and say something has to be done. And Chuck Schumer's going to get up there and say something has to be done. And Joe Biden's going to get up there, and all these people can get up there and say something has to be done. And you know what's going to happen.
Nothing.
The people who are really that they're on the payroll for, they're not going to allow anything to be done. They want.
No, there is legislation sitting in the Senate right now.
They want
it has been sitting there.
It's going to sit there forever.
Well, we've got other things to do. We've got serious things to work on here. We'll get to gun legislation later.
For some reason, the owners of this country want us to be killing each other. I don't know why, but they have made it absolutely clear that was their intention. They put the judges in place and the justice system in place to reinterpret the Second Amendment in a demented way that's miles away from the original intention. And I know the original intention really doesn't matter to people. The original intention was that you should keep a musket in your house in case Britain comes back and wants their shit again.
A well-regulated militia. That's the way the Second Amendment starts. A well-regulated militia necessary for the freedom I'm not getting anything right. I'm trying to remember it. That's what kills me, though, is it starts out with a well-regulated militia necessary. Well, well-regulated means rules, baby. Yeah. That's what that means.
Being necessary to the security of a free state.
The right of the citizens to own arms shall not be infringed.
Ignore the first half of it.
It's like it's the last part. Shall not be infringed. I want me a tank. These guys are getting out of hand now. I needs a tank, maybe a bazooka. Patriot missile. That's what I need. Where's the limit to the shit? There ain't one. If they could, they would.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do, John? I'm going to walk around with a bunch of capsules of cyanide. Just in case I need one.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know when you might need a whole bunch of cyanide.
I saw a guy the other day in a Walmart. He was wearing like jogging shorts, and he was packing like a little 38 or a 44 in his back, and I'm like, God, what kind of sickness do you even call that?
They got T-shirts. People walk around here.
You can't go into the fucking Walmart
with all the bullets all stacked up there, and it says size matter. It's got all the size of the bullets there. They got them down here with the guns that form the American flag. Of course, they got the M16 with the eagle flying, and because it's the American patriotic fucking thing to do. We're sick. We're
Yeah,
sick with this shit, and we
it's
allowed it.
toxic and sick. It's sick and
It's
toxic.
what my title of the show. I remember typing the title. The society we have is the society we tolerate, and we keep tolerating this bullshit. Even when they give you the fucking polls that there's 80-90% of America believe in closing gun show loopholes and all that, it doesn't matter. You could have 100%. Their money from the gun lobbyists is much more important than your silly ass vote.
Let me tell you something. Here's the problem, John.
Huh.
Let's say tomorrow morning they passed a law that said as immediately no gun sales are permitted in the United States.
Shut it down.
Will that solve the problem?
No, there'd be fucking mass people in the street demanding more guns.
All right. Well, then what are you going to do? Then how are you going to unwind 500 million? There's 500 million guns. There's an unknown is estimated to be 60 million assault weapons in America in the hands of private individuals. How do you fix that?
Sounds like a problem.
How do you fix that? Let's put it another way. Let's say we did this. Let's just say we did this. I'm putting it out there.
All right.
Let's just say that they passed a law that said it's illegal to own a Dodge.
Yeah.
Dodge car.
Okay. I agree with that one.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to go
get a
from
Ford or
house to
Chevy.
house?
Just can't own no Dodge. Get it off the fucking road.
I'm just saying. So what are they going to? How are they going to enforce it? They're going to go to people's houses and take their cars?
Well,
then how are they going to deal with the guns? You think people are going to let them go? Oh, come in, officer. Sure, you can
what
look
tells
around.
me is that we're not interested is in the fact that other countries, like New Zealand being the example, immediately after a mass shooting, passed legislation and approved money to have a gun buyback. You're not going to get all the guns. No. Maybe you could get some.
John,
Maybe
you are not
get
going to
some.
get.
But then they're going to take that money and go buy them a new AR-15.
You know something?
Upgrade. It's a sickness.
It is. So, we're just going to keep killing each other until there's nobody left. And that's exactly what the gun manufacturers
What I have
want.
always told my
The
kids,
NRA wants.
it's not the gun.
What the conservative
It is
Christians
the love
want.
affair with the gun that America has. It is this lust for it. It is their only saving fucking grace, I guess, of look at me, I'm an American, I own a gun. I could kill you for this reason or that reason. It's fucking sick.
And they're already talking about. I already saw an article. Should the Texas shooter get the death penalty?
He's dead.
We're already there.
Yeah. Should he get the death penalty? Fuck, he's already dead. But let's have that conversation because that's what. Yes, you're gonna. That's what I mean, Mitch. We're gonna see every congressman, every senator get up there on their high horse and start preaching shit for a week. Well, at least a few days, maybe. Well, the elections are here. That'll probably take over a lot tonight. We're going to find out if Brian Kemp wins. It will. It will fade away quickly. Just another mass shooting, just another school. It's not as important as my right to own a gun. To an 18-year-old, Mitch.
Yeah.
The two most recent ones, 18 years old. You have a right to own a gun, son. Go down and get you one right out of high school. I'm sure there's a lot of people back there in that high school just pissed you off. Yeah, evidently this guy goes all the way back to elementary school. They're not responsible people. 18 years old, you go buy a gun and get all the ammo you want, get you an extra magazine, get you a bump stock. I heard you can get it off online somewhere. It's a sickness, and it's taught. I swear, Mitch, I can't get over the fact it's taught at fucking home.
Now.
It's taught at home.
Now it's 18 children and 3 adults.
18 kids and 3 adults.
Fox News said social media killed them.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Social media. Yeah, fuck Fox News. I'm right. I'm just sick of their sanctimonious bullshit they peddle over there. They're not interested in anything that's going to change society. They're on the side of let's get more money. 18 kids. Goddamn. You're right, Karen. 18-year-olds can barely wipe their own ass, but they have a right to a gun, baby. It's in the law, baby. Go get you a gun. I wonder where the hell they get. I can't go buy. I don't have money to go buy a gun. Shit, have you seen the price of guns? Where the hell they get that kind of money? Shit.
Sucking dick.
I guess so, because theirs is not big enough. They're not man enough. That's what they're taught in their house. That to be a man, you have to have a gun. You have to.
Do you know how many people I know who live with their parents because they spend all their fucking money on guns and they can't afford? How many people in Western Pennsylvania? Like, oh, where do you live? Oh yeah, you live by. Oh, I live with my parents. Oh, why do you live with your parents? Well, I like to keep up my gun collection, and if I live on my own, it costs me
I wouldn't
too
be able
much
to
money.
afford my guns.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's take a moment. Let me catch up here because I got a couple of donations. Yours being one of
All right,
them,
I'm gonna
Mitch.
jump off, John. Let
Huh?
somebody else talk for a while. I'm gonna jump on.
You got well. Oh, all right.
I'll be here. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Go ahead and leave me. I see how you are. Leave me out here by myself. Dwayne Twizzle came in with a $5 donation, and Dwayne, yes, let's do that right now. Because take that time to really think the society we're in. He says, can we have a moment of silence for these victims of mass shootings?
You're right there, buddy.
I'm right here, buddy. I was just now thinking, I wonder how many shots he got off in that time.
Well, with an M16,
A lot, buddy.
if it has an auto modification on it,
Yeah.
you can empty a 20-round clip in about 4 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, 20-round clip. Come on, Mitch. You know
Well,
they're going for a 60-round.
My only experience is in the United States military.
Yeah,
where they
we don't
only
have that
use
stuff.
20-round clips.
Yeah. No. You get out and buy some
You only put
modification shit.
And you also put 19 rounds in it so you don't jam up the magazine. The spring in the magazine would get jammed. So we would only load 19. Fucking crazy, man.
Ain't it though? Ain't it, Mitch?
Sick.
Anyway,
Sick
Mitch
shit.
Goldstein came in with $4 and said, I wish we could talk about tacos. I wish we could, Mitch.
Oh, man.
I wish we could. You
Couldn't
know
we all
those,
just
you
get
know those
together
tacos are going to
and
live in everybody's memory that was there. Everybody that went to that Blue Dot
fun, man.
family meeting.
That was a good time. That was a good
That
time.
was an excellent time. Anyway, let me click that. Yeah, let's see. I'm running the ship by myself again. Let's see. Who's up there? Where's my mouse? Jesus, I got two mices and I can't see but one. Let's
can't
see.
find either
Mission
of
Chick. I can't find. Right now, I'm having a hard
You're a
time
train
finding
wreck,
my
man.
ass.
You're a train wreck.
Anyway, Mission Chick, how are you, dear?
John,
How are you, dear?
you know what? Not too good. My heart hurts.
I bet it does. I think everybody's is, baby.
It's just, how does this keep happening? And where are we failing the young people in this country that it comes to this? I don't care about how many guns, where they get the guns. Why do they even get this in their mind? What is going on that they would do this? And what can we do as a society to stop it?
You know, the only answer I have is what my own life, my own situation, and that is I like to think I raised my kids better than that. I did not raise them with hate. I did not raise them that a weapon was the answer to anything. A weapon was the last thing you wanted to get, and usually it was to put down an animal. Not a fucking fun thing to do, you know. It's not you don't worship the fucking thing. You pull it out when you need to pull it out.
Being threatened by anybody. He went somewhere. He went to an easy target. He was a coward. He went to an easy target
Yes.
where he knew people couldn't fight back because he wanted a heavy head count. I mean, how sick is that? And how did he get so sick?
There's the question. And
What
darling, the only
happened?
answer I know
What are
is
we
home.
doing to our young men?
How do
that
our
and
society
it ends up
itself?
being young men.
You know, it's not only in home. You know, I guess today especially with social media, the way the youth in this country, everything happens on social media. Their whole life happens on social media. If you, like me, and a lot of us out here, if this shit went off tomorrow, I'd go, well, that was fun. Damn, I'm gonna miss that. What are you gonna do? I don't know. Let's go fishing. That's, you know, this wasn't our life when we were kids. Most of us listening are probably older, and we led a life outside of a different world. Not that racism and hatred didn't exist, but it didn't follow you everywhere. It wasn't in your pocket all the time going buzz buzz. But now it is. And I don't know, I don't proclaim to even think of know the answer to that situation, except returning it back to the house, the home, the family life that we have, how we raise our children, and what we value in life. And kids, funny thing about kids, they have a tendency to learn by example of whatever the hell it is that you are. They're gonna be. And I know we have.
I would agree with that to a point.
There are
To a
exceptions
point,
to the
I think
rules.
their peer group takes over
At a certain
when they're
point,
in
baby.
their teenage years.
At a
And
certain
it doesn't matter
point,
what mom and dad say. Mom and dad can't say anything
that's
right
true.
anymore.
That is
And
true.
then it goes off into another place.
But you start them off with a good solid base, you hope.
Why are these young men feeling so fragile, so left out, so denigrated that they have to go and think that they're going to go down in history or whatever? I don't even know what their motivation is. Why are they doing this? What is their motivation?
I have no idea.
Notoriety, or some of them just want to be killed. I don't know.
I don't know what the answer
probably
to that problem is.
Different answers for each particular
Because that's a separate
shooter.
issue to what we could immediately do, and that is
But what
gun
I
control.
do know is it tends to be young white males.
Yes.
Not young black.
Yeah, and I don't know
Not young Hispanic males.
This shooter's ethnicity.
Yeah, they haven't really said
They
too
haven't
much
said
about
yet.
him yet. I'm just making.
But I
a
like you, and
stretch there.
like when the Buffalo thing happened, it's almost, nowadays a gimme. If it's a mass shooter, chances are it's probably a white guy. It's. I wish I did know. If I knew the answer to that, maybe I'd be.
Not doing anything. It's been 10 years since Sandy Hook. At least 10 years, hasn't
it's
it?
been more than that, dear.
And that it was more than one day past Sandy Hook, and they didn't do anything. It's just criminal.
I thought Sandy Hook was going to be the start of a revolution in this country against lax gun control.
They should have done something about it back when they had Columbine. Is when they should have started.
And we're not asking for much right now. Right now, we're just asking to do things like close the gun show loophole. Require background checks. Stuff like that. Let's make sure people aren't nuts and go buying a gun.
Well, again, you keep going back to the ability to get the guns. The guns are already out there. They can get them whether they buy one or not at this point, I think. It has to do with why they want to do what they do. That's the issue at hand. What is causing this disease? I'm going to call it a disease of these young people that think that this is something that they need to do. Or I don't know. And no, it's not about games or video games or anything like that.
No, the same games
well
that we have
that.
in this country are in other countries.
You and I used to run around and play cowboys and Indians.
Yes.
Not that
yes.
that's not PC anymore.
Are you
but
shitting me? That's all we had to do is run around at night going bang bang, or we advanced
Joe
into
or
rubber band guns and stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, we used to shoot bottle rockets at each other. I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
Done that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in our world, I guess we were a little violent too. But this is, we're in a different world nowadays. It seems that, and it's scary. It's scary. You know, with situations like this combined with the atmosphere that we saw on January 6th and the rhetoric since, you know, like this preacher up in Tennessee, Preacher Locke or whatever his name is, talking about you ain't seen an insurrection yet. Like he's proud of that shit. It's that
boy.
air of I don't know, fucking lawlessness. Who gives a shit about the law?
Oh yeah.
You know,
They've all been watching too much. What is that show everybody likes? 1883 or whatever it's called.
Chances are like,
I don't-
yeah, we had cap guns, right? Old bat, two cats. I still
Yeah.
think you need more cats. I'm just saying you're not pulling your weight two
Well,
cats.
and
Come
I'm
on.
really nothing against it, anybody's personal beliefs, but I'm really sick and tired of thoughts and prayers, because that's not changing anything. You can send all the thoughts and prayers out there that you want. We're still
Well, you
losing
want to, you know, I know
babies. We're
it's a
losing
it's a
babies.
conveyance of your heart aching that we don't have the words to convince anybody of how we feel when this happens. You know, we say thoughts and prayers. You know, it's well, I send thoughts. I'm not much on a praying guy
Oh,
anymore.
I know. I'm aching for the parents,
You want to know
the
why?
siblings, the
Why I'm
grandmas
an
and
atheist?
grandpas, and
For
everybody in that
shit
town.
like this. There ain't.
I mean, they haven't even started to feel how bad it's going to feel.
You have to be careful when you do this shit. You let too much of
Yeah,
yourself out, and people will fucking smite thee.
Smite
You know?
me. Go ahead and smite me. I don't care.
Oh, I've been smited, dear. Don't worry. I've been doing
Smite,
this for
smote,
what we're going on
smack.
6 years.
Yeah, we've
doing
been
this.
smote, John. We've been smote.
Yep, we have been
Smoke.
smoked.
I'm okay.
That's
You can
all right,
smoke me
though,
all
baby.
you want. I'm
I
a
don't
big
give
girl.
a shit how many times they punch. I'm right here, baby. I'm right here. It's
Yeah.
one thing, I ain't a quitter. So, you know,
And that's good. But I think we need to start holding some feet to the fire in Washington. Abortion, okay, whatever the issue is today, it's time. I mean, we did a women's march when
Yeah.
we were upset. Look how many people showed up for that around
We
the
need that.
world.
we need that again. We need
We
that
do.
power, but we need it not just for gun legislation. Man, we need to step up, you know, especially
But it
now.
has to be more than just marching. We
We're
got to
looking
start
at we're looking at
lambasting them
two
with letters and calls.
we're looking at two
just
political
everything.
parties, and we see the direction each one of them wants to go in. You know, all them tree hugger liberals, we know where they want to go hug trees and save
Oh,
the
right.
environment and all that kind of stuff. Hell no, we need true Americans over here on the right that want to grab your gun, and we're just going to march right up that fucking hill and plant our fucking flag up there that says, I don't know, we'll come up with the same when we
Don't
get up
tread
there.
on
But,
me
well,
or
yeah,
whatever.
don't tread on me. That's it. We'll just get up there. We'll take all the fucking land and dare anybody. We'll shoot anybody that comes there. I'm not. We did that. We've done that. The world has fucking done that. We're still doing that. While we watch this fucking planet destroy itself. No, not destroy itself. We're destroying it. Piece by piece, baby. At a certain
what the
point,
definition of
it won't matter how
insanity
many
is,
people
John?
die by the gun. They'll be dropping dead from the fucking. I don't know. You get so
You know what the
pissed off.
definition of insanity is, John?
To repeat the same thing and expect a different outcome?
Exactly.
Yeah. We're
And
good
here
at
we
that, ain't
are.
we? Here we are, baby.
Again and again.
Yeah. The same story. What are we
Same
going to do? Why are we doing? What are we doing it?
And they want to take away all of the good things in school. They want to not teach us the history that is really there. And quite frankly, we're only just starting to untangle our history because we've actually been taught
Yeah,
an
you-
improper history.
You're here in Texas, you can buy a gun on, but we ain't going to have none of that CRT shit down here in Texas. Go
No,
on
they
out and
did
get your
signs
gun,
up
boy.
around here.
We need you.
It's like crazy.
It's our priorities are fucked up. You know, it's just, I don't know the answers. I wish I did. I wish I did. I don't. There's so many questions I have.
Yeah.
You know, that why do we keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and expecting something else, expecting a different outcome? No. Andy, how are you doing, sir? Andy Paguda, are you with us, Andy?
I
I'm
can
here.
see him.
Had to unmute. I am. I'm broken, John.
What's the matter, bub?
I am a broken man. My heart aches. I hurt for some 18 victims that were little children, and 2 additional victims who were adults who were trying to protect those children. I am absolutely broken. If I've ever been broken in my life.
It's sad, Andy. You know? You keep wanting to say, well, what do we do? Gee, I don't know. What do we do?
You know what we do, John? We go out there and we take these goddamn guns from these people,
You know,
and we burn them or we destroy them, we melt them, we do whatever we have to do to them,
that's what a
and we get
civilized
them
society
the
would
hell
do.
off the streets of the United States of America. Those are the legal ones. Now, the illegal ones are going to be a little bit harder, but we can do those too. But we get them out of the hands of these people who go out and do these crazy things. We don't ask nicely. We do this by force if necessary.
If we had,
But we do it.
if we had people who had enough courage to do that in our legislature,
There
but we
are
don't.
people. There
On
are
both
people who have the
sides, they
courage to
are
do
in
that, but
bed
they are
with
not
gun
in the
lobbyists.
legislature.
You know,
You're
this
right.
that's
They have to go, and they don't need to go tomorrow. They have to go right now.
Yeah.
This has to be done tonight.
I know Terry Ballard just put a comment. Hi, Terry, by the way. I hope Richard's doing well. Terry knows about the tacos.
I want to know about some tacos too.
Terry knows about the tacos. She said, I don't know if people know that don't live here in Texas like me and John, that Uvalde is 80% Hispanic, just highly Hispanic.
That means they have
I'm
great tacos,
worried
right?
about who this kid was and what his motivation was. Because Texas is well, like a lot of other places. It is steeped in fucking racist bullshit.
I also
In a
see
lot of places, it's the blacks. In Texas, it's a lot about the Hispanics. You know, it's that same seed of
what harm
racist
have
bullshit.
Hispanic people done to us?
They worked their ass off.
Yeah, they did no harm to us.
That's the very hard-working people. That's who Hispanics are,
Yeah,
and
They,
they're
they
willing
do
to.
all the jobs we don't want.
yeah,
Yeah.
and here I see the incomparable Bill Jones with his hands up too. I'll
Is-
bet you he'll have a list put on.
Let's see if we can get Bill up here. Let me try here.
You notice I
Oh, I
stick to
got a
that
call
name for
from
quite
him.
some time because I believe it.
I've had a hell of a fucking day. Jesus, man. I got to get my shit under control myself. Hello, Bill.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing just fine. How about you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the
Well,
incomparable
let me,
Bill
uh,
Jones.
Let me just, Andy, you're a piece of work, buddy. I love you, brother.
I love
Anyway,
you back, man.
I just wanted to say a couple things. It's a rough day, and I know a lot of people have a lot of emotions, but I wanted to make one comment from the show the other day where someone made a mistake and was saying that there was poor turnout in the early voting. I wanted to correct them and let them know that 2 states, North Carolina and Georgia, broke their all-time early voting record. So
Damn
they can
test.
correct that. They can
That's
correct that.
wonderful.
Georgia, we had over 500,000 early voters, and Georgia went from 480 to 800,000.
Don't say
We
anything.
done
scattered.
good, didn't we, Bill?
We
We
did
done good in
That's
North Kakalaki, didn't we?
yeah, my only point was when people state things, they ought to make sure they fact check before they open their mouth. So anyway,
You have a point. Yes.
It is. It's all about turnout. You know.
I'm glad you
And
pointed that out, Bill.
we're all waiting to see the turnout today. We're all waiting to see what happens in Georgia.
I've got it on the squawk right now. I'm waiting.
they-
I'm waiting to see it in real time.
Yeah. Well, the polls closed at 7 out there, so that's about an hour ago. They should start tempting you with some kind of result somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure any minute now.
I'm just seeing this come up. I think we already mentioned this, but Texas Rangers say 18 children, 2 adults
Yep.
have been killed in Texas.
In Uvalde.
God bless them.
It's but you know where we stop it at has got to be in the ballot box, baby. You know, we have to start passing, electing people that are going to have the courage to start making the changes that this country needs. Because
That's
whether
it.
you go and look at the gun legislation and who's in favor and who's not, it's not all just Republicans, baby. There are Democrats on that list too.
We have major primaries taking place
They're in
tonight.
Texas today too.
And
Yes.
and we have a major gun control issue that is on the table tonight because of something unfathomable that's happened in Texas. And these two correlate if you look at it in the right way. This gun thing doesn't have to happen if we take these primary elections, no matter how small they may seem to you, because they're local or semi-local or whatever. We have to look at that issue, and we have to match these candidates with those issues.
Yeah.
And if we don't vote in the right direction in these primaries, these candidates are not going to be nominated, nor will they be elected, and nor will these issues be resolved. So we've got to start right now at the very bottom in the primary elections and support these candidates all the way up the ladder.
Yes.
amen.
And that was an issue here in Texas in one of the races between 2 Democrats. The incumbent, who is a Democrat, who is a good guy, but he is not in support of a woman's right to choose. He is pro-life and was challenged by a lady that is pro-choice, and that's one of the races that we're looking at down here in Texas.
Yep, I don't think
She
that's
stands a good
very
chance of moving him out. You
A
know,
woman's right to choose is. We're men, John. You and I are men. It's not any of our business.
yeah,
We, let a woman do what she wants to do. We don't know what that's like.
it's
That's
either
not
that,
right.
Andy. We either have to accept the fact that this is a woman's choice, or live up to the bullshit you're talking about and start passing laws where little Billy, if he gets little Susie pregnant on the day. Oh no, let's, if you're going to do it to a woman, do it to the kid, do it to the man.
You're going to do it. Make it do what it
You
do,
don't
baby.
think that'll push abortion rights if you start holding men accountable for that child's life as much as you do the woman? Because let's face it, there's no getting around it. A woman, when she has that baby, that's it. She's responsible. She's the mother. And we look at that motherhood. Oh, look at here, we cherish. Where's the daddy? You know, we don't hold that father as account as much as we do the woman. We're basically deciding on whether or not she'll have that child. So when that kind of attitude is given to me, I start to push back and go, okay, if that's the way you want to play it to the full hilt. Whose DNA is that boy? Let's get his ass down here. He ain't got enough money. Well, he better go get it from his mama, his daddy. I don't give a fuck where he pulls it out of his ass. Because until you do that, then it's not equal.
It ain't none of our business. He's responsible. She's responsible. They are responsible.
If you're going to
The
force that
government
issue,
is
it's
not
they.
responsible.
But we
The
don't do
United
that.
It's not him or her, it's them.
The
Go-
United
go ahead,
States
Bill.
government
Go ahead.
has no say in this matter. I'm sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
I just wanted to throw in 1 or 2 quick things, and I'll let you go. I know a lot of people are emotional today. I understand that. I think it is a sad day in America when I don't even know what to call it, the obsession with owning a weapon is more important than human lives. I don't know what the hell we've become, and we need everybody to write their senators and to tell them to get off their ass. There is,
Amen.
I don't even remember the number, but it's in excess of 30 bills that have gone Senate's way since Obama was in office and have yet to even hear.
They go to the Senate to die.
They go to the Senate to die because of Mitch McConnell, and of course the last 2 years are wonderful Democratic senators by the name of Manchin and Sinema. We don't want to get into that, but anyway.
Bill, I own a number of weapons myself.
Yeah, well, me too. Me too. Anyway,
I
John, I'm
use
gonna
them
let
as
you guys go.
necessary.
Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'll come back in a couple days. I was going to want to get into some of the political stuff. Hopefully, we'll have some good news tomorrow. I think Kemp will get reelected. I'm hoping Green doesn't, but we'll see.
Well, Bill, come back.
I do have a an article that an op-ed that I wrote on Friday and Saturday, and it was published yesterday. I'd like to come on and read that to you. I think it's something that
Sure.
It's not me. It's about the status of our country, and I think it's a good
would you
little
send me
article.
that, Bill?
I'll see if I can get my computer to bring up the hard drive on it.
Well, it's filthymathliberal at activist.com. I would love to read it.
Well, maybe John will let me on and I'll read it to everybody, or
Sure,
I can
Bill.
send it to you. So then, anyway, I will try again Thursday or Sunday, and I'll come in early and shoot my hand up first. But thank you guys, and my thoughts and my heart are with those folks down there in Texas. I'm not like John. I'm not a praying man, but my heart's there.
All right,
And,
Bill.
it's a tough day, buddy.
It is indeed.
It'll get better. Let's go.
All right, Bill.
Talk to you later. Bye.
All right,
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
Bill.
you bet.
Thank you, Bill. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Bill Joynes.
The incomparable Bill Jones.
I have
Indeed, my
to
friend.
stick him with that every time I hear it.
Oh yeah, David. I'm sorry. Bill does a fine. He stays active up there in North Carolina, and bless his heart for it. Just keep after it, you know.
And the man has a set of pipes on him that you wouldn't believe. I mean, they
Indeed.
are, when I say incomparable, that's an understatement.
Indeed. David, are you with us? Uh-oh. Well, David was there, and then he was gone. Nope. He got his hand there again. See
Push
if
the
it
wrong
happens
button.
again. See if he bounces around again. David, are you with us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you indeed, David. How you been, brother?
I'm not squeaky or weird or anything, right?
No.
Well,
Sound
I'm
good.
weird, but not squeaky.
Sound
Loud.
We
good.
know you're weird. That's why we love you, man.
I've had better days.
Oh, on a
Just,
personal note, or
you know,
just
like I said, no, I don't
Oh.
even worry about my personal stuff anymore. That's not even hardly relevant. This news hits me. I'm so close to getting angry, like screaming irrational angry, that I'm trying real hard to keep that under, in check.
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not
I'm
going to take
already
it
there
anymore.
with you, Dave. I'm already with you.
I don't even know. I mean, I see the right wing getting out there, starting their whole machine of how they're going to handle this, getting ahead of the story, controlling the narrative.
It's not the gun. Not the gun. It's
And,
mental illness. And it is. It is. Oh man, I don't know what the
Little kids. I keep going over my head. Little
Yeah.
kids, and this isn't the first time. It's
No.
not even the second time.
No, what
Like 8,
shocked
9,
me
and
was that I
10-year-old.
didn't even know, but when I went to go look, there have been 30 school shootings this year. 30 school shootings. We're just getting the one with the big numbers, baby.
Somebody shot that into my inbox a few minutes ago, and I couldn't believe it.
That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But you look at the gun deaths on a daily basis, it's outrageous anyway.
There was one main reason that I was a teacher, and that was hope. when you're teaching kids, whatever the ages are, one of your big motivations are, this is my hope for a better future. It's the selfish end of teaching, really. And whenever students died, and I had a number of students die over the years I was teaching, it is a crushing blow to that hope. And something like this just feels like somebody took. I just don't know where answers are. That's my biggest thing right now. I don't know what the answer is anymore.
Like somebody has taken an ice stick, stepped it straight into my heart.
Yeah, very,
and
very, yeah.
broken everything that I ever felt for anybody, and they just destroyed all of that. Innocent children
I have this sinking feeling in my gut. Like, here we are again. And what are we going to do? And we got a senator standing. Why are we here? All of this has been done before. All of it, everything we're going to hear for the next week, we've all heard before. It's the same old razzle-dazzle shit that we're going to hear. We're going to hear heartbreaks and prayers and all sorts. We're going to see funerals.
Andy, one of the things that makes me sick to my stomach is I don't know how many wind-up toys like this shooter today are out there armed, just waiting for their chance.
Yeah.
Well,
there's no way of predicting it.
No, because the fear of copycat.
They are certainly out there. And let me, if you'll allow me, please let me offer this right now, okay?
Go ahead.
And I'm going to offend a whole lot of people when I say this. Your thoughts and your prayers aren't worth a flying fuck to anybody, okay? And yes, I said that, and yes, I'll say it again. They're no good. Your thoughts and your prayers don't do diddly squat for anybody. What we have to have.
They make you feel better. That's it.
They might make some people feel better.
They'll make the one issue of the prayer feel better about it.
And here I am spouting all this crap, and I'm an ordained minister. Well, I'm going to do it again, too, and I don't care what you think about it. Yeah. But these children do not deserve to be treated in this manner, nor do their teachers, nor do their mentors, no matter where they may be in the school system. This is not right. And you can take your thoughts and prayers and cram them all the way up your posterior if that's what you choose to do. We've got to do something. We've got to legislate something. We have got to regulate this business. And we don't need to do it tomorrow. We need emergency legislation tonight to get this done. And if you don't have the testicular fortitude to come to Washington and get this done, then you're not worth what it took to elect you.
I got it. This is about the third time I've seen Matthew Fantuzzo ask the question, so what do we suggest we do about it?
What would you suggest that emergency measure be?
We get our asses back to Washington.
Well, yeah, there are things we could do, but we're not going to do. Like I said, the gun buyback thing is probably the simplest visible thing you could do for America to start facing a problem is to admit you have one and go, okay, we just did another $40 billion package for Ukraine. Go Ukraine. Why don't we put $40 billion on the table here in the United States and start buying back guns? Not for a cheap price either. Let's put some good prices on the gun to entice them in there to sell that gun. Some of them will go out and buy new guns. Some of them won't. And we start doing something about it. But sitting around wondering about it, fuck. We're going to end up doing the same thing we always do, which is nothing.
If we do this thing just right, we can buy back the guns and legislatively control the purchase of new weapons in just the right manner. But you have to know how to do that. God knows I don't know. But somebody can do this.
To buy back guns, people are going to have to be willing to fork their guns over.
Well, they're not going to get everybody. They're not going to get everybody. If they're not
willing to fork them over, we'll go fucking take them.
Yeah, we'll get to that point, but we could start somewhere.
It ain't rocket surgery.
And we would.
And they're well armed.
I don't know. I keep remembering that thing back in boot camp. Remember when they made you hold when you got caught calling your weapon a gun. When your gun, where's my gun? You ain't got a fucking gun. You got a weapon is what you have. This is my weapon. This is my gun. This is for shooting, and this is for fun. Just ask anybody, military man that carried a weapon. That's a little thing they tell you. The difference between a fucking weapon and your little gun.
I was always told this is a weapon of guns on a tank.
Yeah,
Hey,
there's it. Yeah, there you go.
When
That
Maria
was
Betancourt
the
had a
man
super
Sergeant
chat.
Major Hugh Matheson. I'll
It's a
never
weapon.
forget him.
That's what we
Maria
put.
Betancourt had a super chat. She was wanting
Oh,
to
I'm-
emphasize, and I wanted to make sure I promised her I'd bring it up.
I'm sorry, Maria. I let it slide. Maria Betancourt did come in with $5 and said, MSNBC breaking news: 18 children dead and 3 adults dead now.
God bless them all. God
What-
Almighty. I'm
What is it going to
dying.
be by the end of the night?
We-
You know?
I don't even want to speculate, John. Oh my God! I saw that on the news just a minute ago. I didn't want to believe it, but lo and behold, there it is. It's true.
Andy, I didn't want to believe when they were saying 14 kids and a teacher. I was trying to get that verified earlier. It just
I'm right
your
there
brain
with you, David. I didn't
is
want to
crazy.
believe that. I didn't want to believe that crap. Certainly to God, nobody in America has such a cold heart as to do anything of this magnitude. But lo and behold, here we
Here
are.
we
and
are.
they've done it.
And what, 10 days since the last one?
Yeah,
yeah,
not,
if that.
yeah.
Well, we haven't even had all the funerals from the last one yet. And now we're stacking up 18 more,
Forgive me, guys. I'm about to become emotional now.
21 more. I'm sorry.
If there's a better time to become emotional, I don't know what it is.
Well, I mean that's
know.
on America's plate right now, and I've got some personal things on my plate, and everything's beginning to weigh very heavily on me.
Yeah, I can relate to
Forgive
that.
me.
Yeah,
Well,
there's,
People should not die for no reason whatsoever, and these children and these 2 adults have died for no
Nothing.
fucking reason
Nothing.
whatsoever.
the great Second Amendment that we find so fucking holy. They hold
You
it
know
as
what?
holy
They
to
can
their
take that.
tech gun as much as their Bible,
They can take
which I
that
don't
Second Amendment,
understand.
and I hope this is an adult channel, because I'm gonna tell them they take their Second Amendment and shove it straight up their hairy little assholes, because it doesn't mean anything to decent people anymore.
You know, it bothers me that so many people identify with God and guns. They're right to God and guns, like
I
one
identify
has
with
anything
God,
to do with
I
the fucking
identify
other
with
one.
guns, but never the two
just-
together.
You know, it's the 2 things that the right holds on to: their God and their guns. And each passing day, it just
They're
it,
not
it, it
holding on to God.
no, they're
They're
not.
holding on to their
They-
guns. They're claiming
I'm sorry.
God, and
If let me preface it that
Well,
by
they can
saying if
shoot
you
each
are
other in the name
if
of
you are a
God if
Trump
they want to.
Republican, if you are a maggot conservative, then yeah, I don't think you're a religious person at all. I think you fucking shit on your religion a long time ago.
There is no relationship.
I don't want to throw
whatsoever
that
between
analogy
God and
out to
God.
every, because there are conservatives who don't recognize Trumpism, who haven't fallen into, and I am aware of some, but and they're shouting and screaming too. But this bullshit of this maggot king, this fucking disease that came with Trump. We either squash this shit down and handle it now, or it's going to grow and it's going to bite us on the ass. You
I
got
must
that
have said
preacher
that
up there
wrong
in
my
Tennessee
Facebook
talking about an
blowing up,
insurrection again. Throw his fucking ass in jail. What? I don't know.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
oh, you're talking about Greg Locke?
yeah, Pastor
I'm
Locke.
sorry.
Yeah,
The one who
I can't
doesn't,
talk
you
I
know.
got here my
Well, number
my
one with
Facebook is
that
blowing up.
asshole, and I use that term specifically for Reverend Locke, that dick of a man.
Reverend.
They should take his tax exempt status away from him. He is not a religious freak. He's a political nut job.
Oh, he claims to have given it up now. That's his
Oh,
latest
what?
big claim.
Giving up
He
the
gave
tax
his
exempt
tax-free
status?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that. Start paying
It's hard to
taxes there,
verify, but
preacher.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's
I
hard,
hope
hard
they
to
do.
verify.
They should.
People are trying to.
They should take it away from him. As a matter of fact, I don't think any church should be tax exempt, and here's why. The taxes are supposedly paid in for the general welfare of all. Well, what is the church supposed to take care of? Well, the general welfare of the people. So if you collected a whole bunch of money let's give part of it to the government there so they can help with the programs you say you're doing because you're not doing them. What's in the news now about the Southern Baptist Convention? 700 and something goddamn preachers that they knew.
They've been pointing their fingers for years at the Catholics saying, look at how bad they are.
Look at them Catholics over there. Look at them priests over there. Look at what they're doing with them little boys over there. Are you shitting me? You want to know why? Yeah, I don't buy into their religious bullshit. I'm sorry, never have. Long time ago, cured me of that shit. And tell me you're a religious man. You want to show me your God? Show me how you live. Show me the goodness of your heart in your words and deeds. Don't show it to me because you drive to church every Sunday. That doesn't tell me shit. But I
don't need a book or the fear of anything to be a good person.
No.
At all.
Get on that.
And I don't need to be guilted.
We can't stop bad people from doing bad things, says Ken Paxton of Texas. That's the guy running for the Attorney General. State Attorney General. He is the Attorney General.
Yeah, he is.
Under indictment. We can't stop bad people
out of jail.
from doing bad things. I'm sorry, I wish we could do something about this, but we just can't. Are you shitting?
I will tell you the first thing we can all do, that everyone above the age of 18 can do. Vote.
I know Mommy won't know your phone.
Bernadette says it a lot. She can say it even more.
As a matter of fact, it is the least that you can do.
You cool?
We vote first.
That's it.
I hear a little voice.
And stop listening to anyone that says the Democrats have lost in 2022, lost House, lost Senate.
Yeah.
Don't listen to those people anymore. They have an agenda.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
That's Andy talking to his grandson.
Yeah,
I'll do it tonight when she gets up.
That's encouraging, at least.
At least that puts a smile on our face for a moment to remind ourselves. But you don't have to think very hard to imagine how much older that small child's voice.
I love you.
Andy and his
is
grandkids,
away from
Bernadette,
the ones that were killed in that school today.
Give me hope.
It's
oh my goodness, but let it go. He'll be all right.
the voice of a grandfather. Thank goodness for him.
The second thing we can do that everyone can do is keep your eyes open and your ears low to the ground. Listen and watch for people that may be on the edge of becoming this way. I know that's not fair. I know we shouldn't have to do that. I know we won't catch everyone doing that. But be aware of people around you. Be open. Be empathetic.
Talking to my grandson.
That's all right,
a little
Andy.
bit. We enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it. It was fine entertainment. Put a smile on everybody's face.
I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
No.
The kid came in here wanting to know. He said, you'll message me and wake me and get me out when Mimo gets up to go to work. Yes, sir, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I thought I had the frickin' mic muted.
Nah.
What in the world's going on?
That's all right. Like I said, yeah. Pure entertainment.
For trying the mud. I didn't know that.
That's all right. We needed the sound of a child's voice in our life for a minute.
My apologies. I'm sorry.
Please don't say you're sorry. It made me smile. And right now, baby, we need that. But it's so hard to do on a day like today. Like I said, I had I was going to be smiling up the ass. I don't know what the story is with Brian Kemp tonight. I don't know. I assume he's winning. They said he was going to win. They said he was way ahead. I wanted to get the pleasure of seeing Donnie getting his balls kicked in, but,
Kemp and Stacey will win this time.
I hope so, but all of a sudden it just becomes it becomes secondary, almost. But it in politics it is this here in Texas, especially now. We're going to have a race for a governor. I am 100% behind Beto O'Rourke. Couldn't love to buy a guy even any more than I do.
Yeah.
But one of the things he said. Yes, we're going to take your AR-15. Yes, we're going to take your AK-47. And they shove that up his ass all the time. And he stands up to it every time. He stands by his statement. And on days like today,
that's the best chance in the world. Because of that.
The courage to do that. The courage to say that. What needs to be done.
Because Beto's got balls.
Yes. He's got the courage to say what needs to be said. Oh, he said take away your AR-15. Oh, he can't do that. I have a Second Amendment. Fuck your Second Amendment.
You can't.
Your Second Amendment doesn't give you the right to do what we see happening on a daily basis because you have a right to own the gun. Well, you have a right to own a gun, but the first words of the Second Amendment are a well-regulated militia. Well-regulated. Just pass the right fucking laws, baby. You want to own a gun? There's a fee for that. A license, a background check, not just this bullshit we're talking about now. We're going to find out what you did in kindergarten, baby. Let's put it. We want a blueprint of your house here. Where are you going to put that gun? Is there a safe for the gun? Where's the gun? Where's the safe going to be located at? Make them jump through the same hoops they do in Japan. Make them do that. Make them have the courage like they have in Switzerland to not make it the primary focus of your fucking life. Because right now, if you go turn on any fucking commercial in any goddamn state there is in this country and you see a Republican in, their chances are he's got a gun and he's shooting some word like liberal or socialism, to drive the point home that I'm here to kill that right now. It's a sickness.
I'm surprised they haven't gone through the town of Liberal, Kansas, and shot the entire place up today because of the name of that town. It's shameful, but it's true.
What town?
Liberal, Kansas. Only because of the name of
Liberal
the town.
Kansas. Liberal. Oh, well, there's a good reason to go shoot up stop signs over there. Let's go. Get that AR-15, Bubba. Let's go over there to Liberal, Texas. Liberal.
They forget that liberal means freedom.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. They lose that part.
Base root of the word, liberty.
Liberal nowadays means a tree-hugging, baby-killing, fucking atheist monster, baby-eating. It's a sickness that the right has. Basically, I call it ignorance. Because if you're stupid enough to believe half the shit the Republican Party puts out, I consider you fucking ignorant.
Yes.
It's all bullshit. It's all sold under the religious guideline or the religious banner. And like I said, when fascism comes to America, what did that say? I didn't say it. Can't remember who said it. When fascism comes to America, it'll be carrying the Bible and waving a gun or something like that.
And that is exactly what's happening.
That's what it is now. That's what they're threatening with this preacher Locke guy. Locke. Why'd he put a fucking E on the end of it? He don't want me to pronounce it. His name is Locke as far as I'm Locke. Look at there, L-O-C-K-E. He's a prick who preys on money, on people. I'm sure he's just as passionate about the babies as he is about anti-democrat. He's not a religious man. He's a disgusting piece of shit that just wants to instill madness and hate in his constituents to storm the Bastille. I don't know. He's threatening another insurrection. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. We'll kill everybody next time. Doesn't that sound like a preacher?
Yeah,
doesn't that sound like a man of God?
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yes, indeed.
I've said it before. I'll say it again, and I get in trouble every time I do. And I'm fixing to get some mail for this one. If you are an evangelical Christian and you support Donald Trump, you're not a Christian, baby. You shit on your religion when you chose him.
I want them.
That's what you did, and I'm saying that right to the camera because there are three particular people, and you know who you are. And I'm talking to you. Shit on it. Tell me you're a man of God. Are you shitting me? You disgusting piece of crap. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't want to put personal crap in my shit.
I want them to send me their mail. Please do.
Baby.
Please send me your mail if you disagree with me, but I would love to read it.
I tell people that consider doing this.
No. That would be wonderful.
It is. There are enough people that will rise up and try to smack my ass.
Earl, North Carolina, 2803. Please send me your mail. I would love I'd probably flush it down the shitter, but I might.
I'm just, I am surrounded by good, God-fearing, red-blooded, gun-toting fucking Americans, baby.
God bless you.
That's what I'm
So am
surrounded
I,
by.
John. But the difference is,
I don't think any one of them are.
I don't see any young men right here. Gosh, knock on wood.
Mm-mm.
You know, I can throw a stick and hit a house that has a gun in it. I don't have a gun myself.
Oh, I
My
do.
husband never,
I've always
you
been
know,
a gun owner.
was it?
Grew up
But
hunting.
they're all over the place. But
Now-
I trust my neighbors.
Nowadays, if I pull
trust
out my gun,
neighbors.
it's heartbreaking. I don't want to because
No.
around here, it's usually
John,
because I have to
you
put
and
an
I-
animal down. And you don't want to
John,
fucking
you
do
and I
that
were
shit.
taught you don't take your gun out of its resting
No.
place.
What the fuck
that's
I
a
want it
weapon.
for?
A gun's on a tank. You don't remove your weapon
Yeah.
from its resting place unless you intend
Yeah.
to use it.
No.
Clean it or
That's why I'll take mine
use
out.
it.
It's within arm's reach of me at 24 hours a day, 7 days a
I've
week.
seen the guy
In
down
fact,
the
I've
street
got one-
outside washing his
I've
fucking
got
car
one
with a
in 3 or
pistol
4
on his
rooms.
hip.
But I don't
don't
reach
know
for
what he's
one unless I
expecting.
intend to use it. And I haven't found a need to use it. After these series of messages I put on Facebook and this particular show, I might find a reason to use it. But so far, I haven't had any reason to pull it out.
I hope I never do.
I don't hunt.
I hope I never do. But if we here lately in the last several years, yeah. Things have changed around my house in the last several years.
We are well trained, John.
And it's
we
not
know,
a gun anymore. It is a fucking weapon.
Yeah, we know
Because
how
I know
to
the
use
people
these
around
weapons.
me have them.
We are well trained on how on the use of these
Yeah.
weapons, how to operate them, how to get done what we want to do with them. But we choose not to utilize them unless we're in an absolute state of life or death.
Andy, the
And
last
that's what-
time the police were out here, I made a specific point to tell them that my neighbor carries a pistol all the time, and the only reason he carries that pistol is because he hopes like fucking hell to entice me into doing something. And that's not bullshit.
That's what they do, brother. That's what they do.
It's the only reason he carries it.
There is no reason to,
He
you
used to
know,
not carry
I
it at
don't
all.
go to Walmart with my weapon on my side.
No.
I have no reason to do that.
I don't think buying a can of beans is that dangerous.
No, neither
And
is
I
buying a
don't
can of
want to
It's
live in
always
the
been
fucking
open
world
carry.
that people think it is that dangerous. But look
No,
what happened in the grocery store in Buffalo. You went to go buy a can of beans.
Yeah.
You end up dead.
Yeah.
Because of some racist fucking asshole. Now I don't know what the situation here. I understand the shooter here in Uvalde grew up or went to school in Uvalde. He graduated from Uvalde High School evidently. So he's a
Yes.
local kid. Uvalde's not that big, baby. It's a beautiful, quaint little town, mostly associated with Garner State Park.
Now,
one of the most
because I'm
prettiest parks in
geographically
Texas.
challenged, tell me how far you are physically from that town. Would you?
It's just west of San Antonio, so it's about a 2-hour drive from my house.
That's not terrible.
Not terrible.
No, and that.
No,
damn,
you
that's-
got to remember
like
Texas is
right in
pretty
your
good size,
neighborhood.
so get to anywhere in Texas,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good drive.
Everything is big in Texas.
Yeah,
Earl.
well, we wish.
Well, when
but,
you say a little town, what do you mean by a little?
well,
town?
it's
Like
not
town?
a little town. No, it's about a medium.
60,000,
I don't
50,
know what the
40?
population there is, but it's nowhere near as like San Antonio. No.
Give me a minute. I'll find that out.
Yeah, we
A
looked that up.
little town to me is like 3,000 people. I mean, that's
No, I
around
think
here.
Uvalde
Little
probably
town.
has somewhere maybe around like 20,000 or something. It's a pretty
They were
good
saying
little.
15,000 on the
It
news
is a
earlier.
very beautiful little town. As a matter of fact, when I was having to drive, I would, if I was going to West Texas somewhere, I would rather, normally you go to San Antonio, catch 10, head west. I would like to cut out up to Uvalde and then take Old 90 out.
As of
It's a little different
as of
drive.
the
It's a better drive.
2020 census, the population of Uvalde as of 2020 was 16,122.
I thought so. Martha Olivera said
that's not
Uvalde is where Matthew McConaughey was born and raised. Yeah, I believe that's right too. I believe he
explains
was
the accent.
born. It's a beautiful town. It's a gorgeous little town. It's quintessential Texas. like I said, it's mostly associated with the closest state park to it, which is Garner State Park, which in Texas, if you have not floated the river, the Frio in Garner, it's like a rite of passage. You got to go. You got to go to Garner State Park, and you got to go to and that's over there by Uvalde and whatnot.
Hey guys, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to buzz out of here.
All right,
Mama's
brother.
got to get up, get ready for work, and I've got to make her some dinner.
Well, tell Amy hello for us. Give her our best, and do what you've been doing, Andy. Take care of her for us.
Take care of yourself, Andy.
I'm trying to take care of her the best I can. We have a long road ahead of us. She has
I
her
know,
first
brother.
oncology appointment in the morning.
And on that
Hey,
note, to put out, remind you that Andy has a GoFundMe page out to help with the expenses that's going to come associated with Amy's care. So please check out his GoFundMe page and help out if you can.
And a link to that can be found on the Blue Dot in Texas homepage, correct?
Indeed, it
wasn't
can.
trying to do all that, guys.
Wait, I don't know if Travis put. I don't.
I'll check real quick.
Yeah, I know we have one for Buddy Davis, and since we're on that conversation of GoFundMe, I got to hear from Buddy Davis's daughter last night. Buddy's he's still in the hospital, doing somewhat better. She said a little bit more feisty, wanting to throw a rock at the TV. So yeah, he's giving hell to the nurses. So Buddy's
Okay,
Buddy's
is linked, Andy's is not.
Andy's is not. I'm sorry, Andy. I haven't put a link to yours.
That's all. It's all good. That was never my intention tonight, anyway.
Well, no, but I just want to remind
everybody.
everybody.
Somewhere if you want me to.
No, well, if you want to put a link in the chat, that would be great, or if somebody could. I know it was in last night's chat.
Yeah.
There it is. See, Bernadette's on top of that stuff.
Thank you, Bernadette.
She doesn't. Don't we? Bernadette is a treasure to this family.
How much do we love Bernie? Come on now, guys.
Oh man,
Come on.
it's a contest, buddy. Okay, me and you. All right. Evidently, you must be winning. Boo.
I got
what to do around here.
I got Bernie's number, baby. Don't you worry about that.
I got her number. When was the last time you talked to her? Huh? Huh?
Probably few days ago.
I
It
talked to her
like
today.
a week.
Yeah, see,
Oh, you asshole.
Tell me. I'm telling you. I told Bernadette that
Bernie got her own thing going.
she was concerned because she has her passion, and she felt like yesterday she was kind of out of line and got out and didn't want me to be mad at her for that. And I told her today, there's very few people that are going to speak up passionately about what they believe in, and Bernadette is one of those people. As a matter of fact, Bernadette could probably have her own show.
I don't think Bernie has ever been.
I'm thankful that she comes in here but she does rile feathers as a lot of commentary does, and I love her for that.
Well, let me state right now unequivocally, if I have ruffled any feathers tonight, I absolutely meant to do it.
You meant to do it, see?
Yes.
And
I will never back away from that.
Somebody asked me one time what I did for the government, and I told him I was a facilitator, which was exactly my title. I was a facilitator. I got things done. I got this group of people together with this fucking group of people, and they're supposed to be fucking talking to each other to solve fucking problems, but they're not really doing that because some asshole's got a fucking problem with this asshole over here. So we got to solve that fucking problem so we can get the goddamn shit on the road. And so yeah, for a long time that was my title. Working for Uncle Sam was a facilitator.
That sounds like a Navy man to me.
Hey, you know what I've learned in the Navy?
What did you learn?
That if you put a clipboard in one hand and a coffee cup in the other, there ain't a fucking soul going to ask you what the hell you're doing if you keep your head down and walk straight. Man's got a cup of coffee and a clipboard. He's got to be doing something. Get out of his way. Leave him alone. Let him do whatever the hell he's going to do.
They
I
did that
thought
to
you
me.
were going
That's
to
right,
say
baby.
that shit floats.
Huh?
They only did that to me because I had an oak leaf on my shoulder.
I didn't have no oak leaf. I had a clipboard. I had a crow with a couple hash marks there.
Well, I've never had clipboard because officers don't know how to write.
I led 3 guys into the Admiral's building in Norfolk, Virginia, into his maintenance room, picked up 3 5-gallon containers of wax and march their ass right out of there at a time when there was a whole lot of shortage all over the base, and everybody, because there was a building inspection, nobody could find wax anywhere. Our barracks passed 4.0 on our inspection. Not a single hit on anything, and the floor shined like new money. And everybody's wondering where we got the wax.
Heck yeah.
You walk in and you take the shit and you walk right out like you know what you're doing. It's the Admiral's house. I don't give a shit. Let's go get that wax.
You gotta know how to make it do what
Oh,
it do.
that was not a good thing to do, but we got away with it. But I think
Well,
they found out but didn't pursue.
That's what matters right there.
That's right. Get the shit done.
And if I were the OOD, I would let you get away with it too.
I don't think he even looked up. I don't even think the Master at Arms looked up when I walked by. I had 3 guys who were obviously following me and a clipboard and a cup of coffee. Leave the man alone. He's got evidently he's got a work crew with him. Shit, look at there. You know, I don't know. It was fun. Fuck, I was young. Stupid.
Woe betide the sailor, woe betide the OOD, and woe betide the morale officer.
Yeah,
Kids,
a clipboard or a briefcase. That's right, Jeff. It means business. It means you're busy. You're busy. Look, you got something going on there. Shit. Leave him alone. Get out of that man's way. Anyway, I wish life was so easy that we could do that kind of thing to fix this country.
I wish it was too. And guys, I'm getting out of here right now, and I'm gonna make sure Mama has some pork roast and.
Well, please do that,
rice
Andy. And like I
and
said, give Amy
all
our
that
best,
happy
brother.
shit. But thank you all, and thank you to, and forgive me for forgetting, but thank you to whomever brought up the GoFundMe tonight. That was never my intention when I got in here tonight, but thank you for bringing that up. But we are truly grateful.
We this Blue Dot family's got a big heart, baby, and they feel a need when it comes along. I'm telling you.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys more than I can ever convey.
You bet.
I've got to go cook for Sweet Thing right now. So
go ahead. Take care of your desires, buddy. I know how it is.
All right. You guys take care.
Love you, brother.
Have a wonderful night, and let's do it again soon.
You bet.
Good night, Andy.
Good night,
Take
buddy.
care. You bet. Bye-bye.
Anyway, Andy has always been a pleasure for him. Look at him. The filthy mouth liberal. And indeed, he's always been a pleasure to have around. And he's always used his voice in a way to try to motivate people to stay involved and stay informed. That's what this is. That's what this is all about. We get together and like tonight, we thought we was going to have a grand old time laughing about Republicans in the primaries here. And it ended up being another sad day.
Another punch in the gut.
Yeah, another one after just 10 days ago.
Yeah.
Going through Buffalo. You know, when's the next one? And how bad is it going to be? And where is it going to be? And who's it going to be? We can't have a country that lives in that kind of fear.
It's the worst kind of lottery. It really is.
It is. You don't know where it's going to pop up. It
and
could
I
be
think
anywhere.
that's partly why it keeps going on. Is people are like, well, but it didn't happen here. They distance themselves from it until it actually happens there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there it is. It's in your neighborhood. It's in your state. It's right, down the road.
Yeah. Ken Paxton
it just
is saying
has
that.
to stop.
Is thinking that we should arm the teachers. That's the appropriate answer right there. Let's just give all the teachers
Boy.
guns. Yeah. What could go
Right.
wrong with that shit?
Give them body armor, lock their doors,
Yeah.
put metal across the window.
Yep.
Then you've just got little
More
kids in
guns in
prison.
the school. Get more guns in the school. We got more guns than they got out there that we'll fend them off. It'll be the shootout at the OK Corral. We're better. We're a better society. We're a better species than this. But God knows. Last night, in an
But we
attempt to
don't
get
prove it.
my kids attempt to get Dad's mind off other shit. Boy, how did they pick one? I don't know if anybody is familiar with Love, Death, and Robots. I believe it's on Netflix.
It's a good
I
series.
haven't seen it yet.
It's an excellent series. It's very, very out there, but some of the material is pretty vicious. But it just it's. I'm thinking of this one last night. It was about miniature something, miniature war. Anyway, these videos are only like, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes long, and it tells the whole story in 15 minutes or less, some of them. And the first one I ever watched was these three robots walking around after the apocalypse, after we're all gone, and these three robots walk around talking about how we ended up killing each other and how stupid we were and all this stuff. So it's quite informative. But last night they had one that kids showed me. It was miniature wars. Anyway, it was very well done, but everything in was miniature cities, miniature cars, little tiny people, and it wasn't like just. It was like I don't know, like Legos, except really small. In the whole process of one neighbor getting mad at another neighbor, and it progressed to one little town against another little town, and then got one country against another country, and there's battles and wars going on. The next thing you know, we progress, and there's little fucking missiles going all over the fucking planet, and then it pans out to the view of the whole galaxy, and then you see this one little popcorn fart go poof. That's it. Nothing. Story. All that turmoil, all that hate going on that one planet right there in the whole freaking universe. And at the end of it, when it back up and see the big picture, not a popcorn fart. Nothing. We were nothing. I think we could do better. Yeah. Yeah. What was that comment? And that's, it's by Bernadette. And we think we're going to get to that utopian society like in Star Trek. No, not at the rate we're going. Nope. And that was the, How do we get to that utopian? To that world to conquer, or to go where no man has gone before? Whatever, conquer's the right word. We're going to go out there and try to conquer shit. That's us. Anyway. I guess that's it.
Looking back at history, we really haven't changed.
No, all through history is filled with
we just
puddles
find new
of
ways
blood.
to destroy each other, kill each other,
All
keep
through
each
history,
other
baby.
down. That's like,
All through
come
history.
on.
We could do better. We know better.
Yeah,
But
we know better, supposedly.
we're stuck in this, this rut of killing each other. And it's going on in Ukraine. It's been going on in this world ever since the beginning of time. And you'd think at some point the world would come together. Like to buy the world a coat. All the good things they sing around Christmas and shit, where we're all going to come around and sing Kumbaya. That's what we all want. That's where we want to get to. And I like to think that this group, these people listening and watching right now, that we're part of those people that want that. That we are the ones that want a better society for everybody. Bunch of liberal tree huggers, socialist people, like the right calls us. Yeah, I'll wear that title. I'll wear that title because I want to live in a world where the society cares as much for the least of us as they do about the most of us, the one that has the most. If we can't take care of the least of us, what is this bullshit about the right has about protecting the unborn life? Bull fucking shit. You don't give a crap about the ones that are here. Why do I want to believe your sanctimonious bullshit about an unborn child when you won't take care of the ones that are here?
Yeah, like the 18 that just died.
True.
Who won't get a chance.
They won't
get a chance to have a life. They won't get to be anything.
They will be remembered like the Sandy Hook victims.
Beautiful little lives.
Beautiful young lives that should not have been put out like that.
And all for what? All because we get to own guns.
Yep, that's it. Second Amendment, baby. I have a right. Yeah.
Yep. Well, earlier I asked
work on that
if
shit.
you had a solution and how to make this stop, with the gun situation. I kind of came up with a smidge of an idea. Maybe we need to put, and people will always use the argument about, well, whenever you try and regulate something age-wise, they'll say, well, you can go in the military at 18. Well, okay then. Nobody gets to touch a gun until they're over 18. And then it has to be very regulated
We have to do
before
something.
they can, these children, because they're starting before they're 18. And granted, I understand the hunting issue too. I mean, that's a big
Oh,
part of
I
where I
understand
live.
that. You know,
People hunt, and they
I
don't
hunted
just
until
hunt
I
one
decided, no, I
animal
like
a
looking at them
year.
better than shooting them. I still eat them, but
They're out there doing multiple, seasons of different things. We have turkeys and deer, and I don't know, there's ducks and there's all
well,
sorts
to,
of
to me,
bear and
hunting
other
down here
things.
changed. I don't know. Nowadays, they put corn out all year at a particular spot. Get the deer so used to coming to that one spot. They got a blind sitting right there, full clean ass shot
Well,
right down there to the deer. You're guaranteed you're going to get deer that day. You want to go out
if
there and
it's a
shoot one.
clean shot, I'm okay with it,
Yes,
to
I
tell you
am
the
too.
truth.
But it's not really
You know,
hunting. You're just waiting.
well, ours up here don't do that too much,
No,
but
when
the
I
point
hunted,
being is
I walked the brush. I always walked the brush. It's
right. But the
I never
parents are
sat in the
teaching
blind.
their children how to hunt and how to use those guns reasonably.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, they're
there's
taking their young
check
men
it.
and women, because we do have a lot of women hunters, and they're taking their young people out. They show them how to do it. They're showing them how to handle those guns. It's not like, oh, let's go buy some guns and go out
I
and
think
shoot
we
at a
need to
target.
reduce the amount of hate that we have going on in our society
Well, there's that.
because it's the hate that breeds this shit.
And why do we hate each other so much? Why can't we
Yeah.
tolerate other people? People who don't look like us. I mean, that's what it comes down to mostly.
Yeah, a lot of it.
And then it goes on from there. They find a reason
Oh,
to
there's a
hate.
reason to hate
There's gotta
everybody.
be.
You know,
Well, you're taught
well, look
that
at this.
when you go in the military. To fight an enemy, you have to
Well,
make them be other than what you are, right? It's easier to kill something that doesn't look like
I
you.
guarantee you, ask any vet, you may go to war for righteous reasons and patriotic thoughts. When you get there, you're gonna fucking do one thing: keep your ass alive and keep your buddy alive. That's the name of the
Yeah.
fucking game. I want to
And then
thank
come back
Old Bat
wounded.
with 2 cats, and I think you just need more cats, dear. You're not taking up enough slack here. How come I have so many? Came in with a $20 donation. Thank you very much, darling, and said those babies had a right too. They had a right to
Yep.
live. They did.
Yep.
I wish. Thank you very much, Old Bat 2 Cats. I wish they cared as much about the ones that died today as they do the ones they're fighting for anti-abortion, because these people are fanatic about that. They are.
They are.
You know, it's this possible rejection of overturning of Roe v. Wade is what they've been fighting on for a long time, and it is a hateful fucking group of people. Anyway, I guess we're going to wrap it up for this evening. I appreciate everybody for coming by. Miss Chick, thank you very much. We appreciate your voice.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Sorry
for
I
coming.
ranted.
No, baby. That's why we're here. Because I need a break from mine. So I need you to come in here and rant. But thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
You.
And David, brother, take care of yourself.
Thank you, John.
Thank you
And
for
I need to
coming in.
speak with you briefly after the show too.
Alrighty. I'll be right here.
Thanks, sir.
But appreciate you coming by and sharing your voice here.
Had to today, you know.
Outstanding. And to our Blue Dot family, baby, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this. Like I said before, if you're here listening to this, then you already have an interest in the future of this country and you're concerned about where it's going. So thank you for having that interest, for being involved. As you know, this is all I got to offer. This is my fight, baby. That's why I keep showing up. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit for shit. So, anyway, that's a different story. Anyway, I could tell you people, but I won't. This is our country. And as much flag waving, Bible thumping, patriotic eagle flying fucking bullshit the right wants to keep flying and putting up over there, it's bullshit, baby. Because they don't care about those 18 kids today. It's their right to own a gun and keep a gun, no matter what kind of gun it is. As long as they got a gun, they don't really give a fuck. Nothing happened. We can change this shit because there are more good, solid people in this country than there are fanatics. We just need to come out and vote. We need to use our voice. We should be in the street every fucking time we turn around. We need to fight for this shit because the right is willing to do literally that. So we need to do it in the ballot box, baby. I don't want this country to turn into no Civil War bullshit like they're pushing on the other side. That's bullshit. It's un-American, it's unpatriotic, and it's not godly. So please, take that part of your argument and shove it up your personal thought. Anyway, Michael Johnson just came in with $5 and said, vote blue from the catcher up. That's right, baby. From the dog catcher all the way up to president. Vote for somebody who's compassionate and gives a shit. And usually you find that under the Democratic flag. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Thank you to those who donated tonight. Truly, it keeps us afloat, keeps us paying us bills, and allows us to continue this shit. So thank you very much for it. And thank you to our Patreon members, whom I forget to hit the button because I'm here by myself now and I forget to do shit. Thank you to all our Patreon members, baby, for those that $1 a month or whatever donation that they give every month. That's what helps so much, and we so appreciate everybody. And I'm trying to figure out a way to express that to those people because they truly do make a difference in our life. And Kay Allen, I just seen her name going by there on the. I was glad to see you in the chat tonight. I have spoken to Kay Allen on the phone. Kay is an amazing. She lives up by Washington. She's involved in that shit. If there's a protest going on in D.C., chances are she's out there. So Kay, on a personal note, I was just tickled to death to see your name in the chat today. So take care of yourself, darling. Thank you for being here, and thank you to all our Blue Dot family for being involved and being concerned, and for having the discussions that go on in this family. That's what it's all about. Anyway, Tuesday, so we got Wednesday. I'm going to try to get a rant out, and then we'll be back here again for another Blue Dot family meeting on Thursday. So please come by, join us, come and join the conversation. Go to Discord, look for, what are we, the Blue Room, and come by and join in the conversation. We'd love to have you. Anyway, we're going to go and let y'all go. Y'all say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody, and we'll see y'all later.